Everyone, how are you today? Welcome to Foundation Day 2 Mathematics lesson. So last time we learned about our daily routine in the morning, afternoon, and night. And I asked you all, how do we know the time of the day? And you said clock. So today I'm going to introduce you to the type of clocks that we have. So there are two types of clock. We have the analog clock. What can you see, children? Can you tell me what you observed in the analog clock? Very good. So the analog clock has two hands, the short hand and the long hand. And also it has numbers from 1 to 12, as you can see. And the other clock is the digital clock. Now, can you tell the difference between the digital clock and the analog clock? Very good. In the digital clock, we can only see the time. It got no hands, no number from 1 to 12. So we just see the time as 5:30, 12 o'clock, and 15 minutes past 9. Now, what are the devices used to check time? Apart from the clock, the digital clock, what else can we use to check time? What do you think? Very good. We can see time on our television. We can see the time on the clock. We can see the time on a wristwatch. And we can check the time on our phones. Yes, very good. Hours and minutes of the clock. Remember we say the clock has two hands, just like we sing. I have two hands, the left and the right. Okay, but for the clock, it has two hands, the long and the short. Very good. So the short hand is the hour hand. And the hour hand, we say it is the shortest hand on the clock. Can you see the short hand, children? Very good. We call the short hand the hour hand. And then this is the minute hand. The minute hand is the longer hand on the clock. Okay, so the minute hand is longer than the hour hand. So our objective today, children, is learners will be able to tell the time and they will understand the concept of half past. Wow, isn't that amazing, children? You'll be able to tell the time once you see the clock. Our learning outcome is, by the end of the lesson, learners are able to read the time based on the minute and hour hand. They will understand the concept of half past. Let's watch, children.
Jack Cartman! Kids Music Channel!
Tick tock, let's learn about the clock. Tick tock, the analog clock. You see them on the wall in your classroom or the hall. A lot of people wear them on their wrist. It's the analog clock. Now sing after me and let's learn about the analog clock. Analog clocks can be the shape of a circle.
Analog clocks can be the shape of a circle.
The numbers on the clock go from 1 to 12.
The numbers on the clock go from 1 to 12.
A short hand and long hand go round and round.
A short hand and long hand go round and round.
Both hands go round all day and night.
Both hands go around all day and night.
And we always say, oh clock, on the hour. A short hand tells the hours on the clock.
A short hand tells the hours on the clock.
A short hand moves one number each hour.
A short hand moves one number each hour.
A long hand tells the minutes on the clock.
A long hand tells the minutes on the clock.
A long hand goes all around each hour.
A long hand goes all around each hour.
And we always say, oh clock, on the hour. Whoa, tick tock, let's learn about the clock. Tick tock, the analog clock. Tick tock, let's learn about the clock. Tick tock, the analog clock. Let's be friends. Place your mouse on my guitar and click the red
Alright, so we're going to introduce Mr. Wolf, who will teach us the time. What is the time, Mr. Wolf? Show me the clock. When the minute hand is pointing to 12, it is showing a full hour. We call this time o'clock. On this clock, the hour hand is pointing at the 8 and the minute hand is pointing to 12. This clock is showing that the time is 8 o'clock. What is the time, Mr. Wolf? What time is it? Now the minute hand is on 12 and the hour hand is on 1. So we say it is 1 o'clock. The short hand is on 2 and the minute hand on 1. We say 2 o'clock. When the minute hand is on 12 and the short hand on 3, we say 3 o'clock. When the minute hand is on 12 and the short hand on 4, we say 4 o'clock. The minute hand is on 12 and the short hand on 5, we say 5 o'clock. The minute hand is on 12 and the short hand on 6, we say 6 o'clock. The minute hand is on 12 and the hour hand on 7, we say 7 o'clock. The minute hand is on 12 and the short hand on 8, we say 8 o'clock. The minute hand is on 12 and the short hand on 9, we say 9 o'clock. The minute hand is on 12 and the short hand on 10, we say 10 o'clock. If the minute hand is on 12 and the hour hand is on 11, we say 11 o'clock. And when the minute hand is on 12 and the hour hand on 12, we say 12 o'clock. That's it. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Wolf. How do I write the time, Mr. Wolf? First, write the number of the shorthand. Secondly, write the dots. Thirdly, write the number of the longhand. That's how to write your time. Now, let's do this together. What time is it? The minute hand is on 12 and the shorthand is on 7. Hmm. Mr. Wolf, can you help out? Can you just try? I think 7 o'clock. You are correct. The hour hand is on 7 and the minute hand on 12. It is 7 o'clock. So let's write the time. First, we have to write the number of the short hand and then the minute hand. 7 dots 0 0. Yay! Thank you so much, Mr. Wolf. You're welcome. What time is it? I'll try this time. The minute hand is on 12 and the hour hand is on 3. So we say 3 o'clock. It is 3 o'clock. Am I right, Mr. Wolf? Yes, you are correct. So we'll write the time as 3 dots 0 0. That is 3 o'clock. You are right, my dear. What time is it? The minute hand is on 12 and the hour hand is on 11. The time is 11 o'clock. It is 11 o'clock. That's correct, my dear. So let's write the time. 11 dots dots 0 0. What time is it? The minute hand is on 12 and the hour hand is on 6. I think it is 6 o'clock. That's correct. Let's write the time. 6 o'clock. Very good. What time is it? The hour hand is on 9 and the minute hand is on 12. So the time is 9 o'clock. Yes, you're right, Mr. Wolf. It is 9 o'clock. Now let's write the time. 9 dot dot 0 0. Yay, we did it. This is tricky. Can you guess what time it is? Um, the minute hand is on 12 and the hour hand is on 12. I think it is 12 o'clock. Yes, you're right. It is 12 o'clock. Now it's your turn. Let's play a game. You do this all by yourself, children. What time is it? Which clock shows 2 o'clock? Can you point at the clock? Come on, click on the clock that shows 2 o'clock. Correct! It is 2 o'clock. Which clock shows 4 o'clock? If you didn't get it right, just click the next one. Which clock shows 4 o'clock? Just click on the clock that shows 4 o'clock. The time is ticking. Tick, 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 tick. All right, correct. The time shows 4 o'clock. The first clock shows 4 o'clock. Next one. What time is it? Which clock shows 10 o'clock? Come on, children, you have to click on the clock that shows 10 o'clock. Try again. Very good. The clock that is between shows 10 o'clock. Bravo, kids. Now, what time is it? Can you tell? Which clock shows 3 o'clock? Just click on the clock. Correct. The clock that is between shows 3 o'clock. Well done, my super geniuses. Alright, children, there is something amazing about the clock. Are you ready to learn something more? Alright, a clock face is a full circle which is made up of two halves. So we have the first half and then the second half. Uh, the first half has, can you see the numbers that is outside the clock? So each number inside the clock stands for, can you see that? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay? Each number, the long hand counts the minute hand and it counts in 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that is the first half. How many minutes make up half of an hour? Very good. There are 30 minutes in half of an hour. Just like we did before, starting from number 1, we're going to count. Put your pointer, children. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Very good. So 30 minutes makes half of an hour. Okay? When it is 30 minutes past the hour, we say half past the hour. Now look at this clock. The big hand is pointing at 6. Can you see the minute hand pointing at 6? Which is halfway around the clock. Where is the small hand pointing? Can you look closely, children? Very good. It is on the number. It is halfway between 1 and 2. Can you see the hour hand? It is between 1 and 2. So we say it is half past. And we're going to write this time as 1:30. That is, say the hour hand between 1 and 2. So we write 1. Now you count from the outside, see? Let's count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So it is 1:30. Let's see another example. Now children, can you tell where is the minute hand pointing? Very good. The minute hand is pointing at 6. And where is the short hand? The little hand is pointing at, it is between 11 and 12. Can you see that? So we are going to write the time as 11:30. Okay, so it is 11:30. 11:30. Now look at the clock, children. What do you notice about the small hand? Very good. It is halfway between 3 and 4. Now what time is this clock showing? Bravo! 3:30. So we say the time is 3:30. Your turn to tell the time. Clock A, B, and C. Can you tell what time it is? Very good. Clock A is 2:30. Clock B is 7:30. And clock C is 9:30. Can you write the time? Very good. 2:30. Clock A shows 2:30 because the shorthand is between 2 and 3. And the minute hand is on 6. So we say 2:30. Clock B shows 7:30. The shorthand is halfway 8 and 7. And the minute hand is on 6. So we say 7:30. Clock C is 9:30. Correct. Because the shorthand is between 9 and 10. And the minute hand is on 6. So we say 9:30. It's reflection time, children. Write the time by the hour. Observe the minute hand and the hour hand and write down the number of the hour hand. Thank you, children, for listening. Upload your activity in assignments on Teams. Bye for now.